I think like this is a political prosecution. It has to be, right? Like that's the only way it could be happening right now is if they're going after him politically. The only other option is that Donald Trump lost by 7 million votes and is a loser who can't deal with the fact that he lost the election because he based his whole personality on being a winner.
That dose of reality comes courtesy of the Good Liars. Their team was at Trump Tower this week to poke a little fun at the MAGA protesters who actually heeded Donald Trump's call to show up. Donald Trump had hoped to make Tuesday a day of protest. That didn't happen. In fact, for much of the day, the only protesters outside Trump Tower were those calling for his immediate arrest. Take a look at how far-right outlet Newsmax handled that one.
The former president has called for protests in a peaceful manner. Many Republicans push back on that, but interestingly enough, it's the opposite side that's outside protesting now, saying insurrection, TikTok time's up, no one is above the law, Trump is guilty. Again, many supporting the possible indictment of former President Trump there.
Those signs really look like they were made by the grassroots groups too, don't they, Sean?
Yeah, we'll continue to follow that. Again, barricades have been put up.
Unfortunately for old Donnie, most of the far-right idiots willing to get locked up fighting for him are already locked up. Without that core of stupid, Trump found himself with few supporters outside the right-wing blogging world. It's so bad that even Alex Jones is cutting bait.
Do you think there will be protests if he's indicted?
Oh. Well, I've got an issue with Trump on that. And I'm not saying he didn't have the right to say it. I'm not saying he's wrong to say it, but I would have said it better. And then if some provocateurs do something, they can now point right at Trump and say, see, he basically pushed him to do this. So it does look like he's trying to use the public to push right up to the edge. And I think in this powder keg, volatile situation we're in, we don't need to be like Antifa that just tried to burn down the police station in Atlanta 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you heard that right. That was Alex Jones of billion-dollar defamation lawsuit fame telling Donald Trump he really needs to watch his mouth. And Jones wasn't done, coming back to the topic again in another attempt to coach Trump away from self-destruction.
We don't want to be like Maxine Waters saying go out and get violent. We want to be the opposite. I get he's pissed. I get it's wrong. Someday there may be a 1776 issue where things are so bad we got to get physical. But I think we should exhaust all the remedies first. And I don't think if there is a violent revolution, it should be randomly attacking police or Capitol buildings.
Of course.
It should be, how George Washington would do it. And I'm not wargaming that here. I'm just saying physical war is a very serious issue, and it shouldn't start in some riot.
Now let's stop for a moment and break that down. As Jones makes totally clear, he's absolutely down with a civil war or even a full-on revolution. But Jones wants his anti-democratic revolution to be a classy one, and Trump's plan to start riots is just not the look Jones wants. Telling Trump to kindly shut up or he's going to jail is a new trend in the Republican Party, and even right-wing crybaby Steven Crowder got in on the action. And as you might expect, it was pathetic.
But like you're saying, he didn't word it maybe prudently. There's one thing that's like, hey,
reckless.
protest, make your voices heard peacefully, which he did, by the way, on January 6th.
He did.
But this, just being in a written post, it'll be easy for the media to paint.
Well, he's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of power.
Yeah.
And there's a good reason so many Republicans are suddenly speaking up. According to reporting from the New York Times, multiple people who have spent time with Trump over the last few weeks say the former president is totally disconnected from just how bad his legal situation really is. Wait, whoa, what? You mean to tell me that Donald J. Trump is disconnected from reality? And it's only what? 2023? Wow, man, thanks for breaking that news, New York Times. I can't imagine what we would have done if everyone had known that back in 2016. And according to one source, Trump has been blowing off steam by DJing at the Mar-a-Lago Club, playing tracks off his own Spotify playlist that includes the Phantom of the Opera theme. Come on, this guy's fine. Everybody just needs a little phantom time. Another person close to Trump's legal team says Trump is determined to stay, quote, defiant in an effort to show the world that no one can push him around, which may be a good strategy if the thing Trump was defying wasn't, the law. And with analysts on both sides of the aisle increasingly certain Trump will face criminal charges, it now appears the former president is past the point of no return. The final threshold. The bridge is crossed, so stand and watch it burn. That's a little, Little Phantom of the Opera there. One thing is clear. Donald Trump called on his supporters to take to the streets and protest his innocence. What he got was silence. That silence will be deafening in Trump's mind as he contemplates an increasingly bleak legal future. And hey, while you're here, check out this video to dig even deeper into what Republicans have planned for you if they win the White House in 2024. And remember to subscribe and leave a comment below so you can let me know what I should cover next.